I cycled to a manhole plate in Kyoto with a stencil that said, "I'm capital." And I printed it in public on a t-shirt over the design of Japan's ancient capital. The print didn't come out. What happened instead is why I'm making this video. I'll be honest, to do this work, you need patience and endurance. One way to say these is nintai. Many Westerners know ninja. Well, it's that first character. Alone, it's pronounced Shinobu. But when you look at what Shinobu is actually built from, it stops being a virtue and it becomes something much more specific. A blade already positioned over the thing that matters the most. I'll show you exactly what that means, but first, let me show you what it looks like when the blade is already there and you press down anyway, even when it doesn't work. This is one of the Kyoto municipal manhole plates. Kyoto was Japan's imperial capital for over 1,000 years. The design on this plate carries that authority. Every line in it belongs to the city. And I'm about to press "I'm capital" over the top of it. But doing something like this in public is not easy, and I still get nervous every time I do it, even after years of practicing this art form. The fear doesn't go away when you start. It converts into urgency. Finish before anything happens. Every person who walks past, every sound that might be a voice telling you to stop, the hands keep moving. Because the alternative is leaving with a blank shirt. And the reason that felt safer than the thing you came to say. That urgency, that specific feeling of hold still inside while the hands move fast, is Shinobu. This is a single-edged bronze knife, Shang Dynasty, ancient China. But this is the top component of Shinobu is more specific. That small mark on the blade's edge means the blade is activated, not decorative, not resting, currently pressing. And this is the heart, the physical organ. The ancient Chinese understood it as the container of everything that makes you, you. Your will, your oath, yourself. So Shinobu is this, an activated blade directly above the thing that matters the most. You're probably thinking, okay, pressure on the heart. That's just stress. I know that feeling. And you're right, but hear me out. The heart survives only by holding completely still. Any spontaneous movement, fear, anger, the impulse to stop what you're doing, and the blade descends. Suppress your own heart's reaction to pain, that's patience and endurance. But the same character, same blade, same heart, also means cruelty. Suppress your own heart's reaction to your own worth, cruelty. Same structure, different direction. Which one have you been doing? I didn't have a clean answer to that. But the character has a second layer, and that one was harder to sit with. There's a word in the same character family as Shinobu. Look at that right part, same blade. That word is ligament, the tissue that connects bone to bone. Tough, but it has been stretched repeatedly without snapping. But a ligament doesn't feel like strength. It feels like nothing. That's how you know it's fully formed. I've been stretched in the same place so many times that I stopped feeling the stretch. The wall I don't defend in my closest relationships, the work I undercharge for, the worth I don't claim, all of it normalized. All of it feeling like just the shape of things. But is that patience, endurance, or is that just damage that healed into a wall? The whole time I'm pressing, the hands don't stop. That's Shinobu, not the absence of fear, the stillness underneath it, while everything else keeps moving. But unfortunately, the ink dried before I could transfer everything. I waited too long setting up. Well, didn't work out this time. I almost packed up, but I tried again. Different stencil, smaller, one character. There's a moment when you lift the shirt and you don't yet know what you've made. Not "I'm capital", just Kyo, the city's own character. Kyoto, capital. I came to print a declaration onto ancient authority, but what came through, rough, imperfect, was the city pressing back. Shinobu didn't give me the print I planned, it gave me the one that was actually true. But here's the takeaway. The blade doesn't lift when you press down. It doesn't reward you with a clean outcome. You came with a declaration, the ink dried, the stencil was misplaced. What remained was imperfect but present. Maybe that's the most honest version of I'm capital. Not the clean print you planned, the rough one that came through anyway under pressure. With the blade already there, I am imperfect capital. Shinobu is not a virtue, it's a structure. Blade over heart. Already there. The only question is what the heart does underneath it. Performs stillness or chooses it, builds a wall or builds a ligament, plans the declaration or lives it imperfectly. You are capital. Not when the print works, when you press anyway. You're already enduring something. The question isn't whether you can hold still. It's whether you're holding still out of fear or out of choice. Which one is yours?